Welcome to Crossroads. I'm your host, Judy Davis. Today on Crossroads, we'll be talking about the digital divide. The digital divide is the very real gap between those who have access to the world of information technology and those who don't. Micrecycle, a program of action for a better community, seeks to close the divide by making quality, low-cost computers available to students, families, and community groups. Micrecycle is a volunteer-based program dedicated to the vision that all people have affordable access to the benefits of computer and information technology. And we're happy to have with us today Amy MacCallum, the director of Micrecycle. Welcome to Crossroads.
Thank you, Judy. It's nice to be here. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you. Now, our viewing audience may not be familiar with the term digital divide. Could you share more about what that means?
Yeah, as you said, it really is essentially the difference between people who have access to the benefits of technology and those who don't. More than just the hardware, it has to do with what those benefits are. The people who don't have access to the benefits of technology don't necessarily have access to computers at home, don't have access to their homework at home, don't have access to the internet for looking for jobs, for connecting with the community, for healthcare information, consumer information. So it's really a big gap in information that is available to people who don't have computers.
Okay. So how does the digital divide impact children and families in the community, especially in low-income areas?
Well, surprisingly, when you talk to a lot of people, they think that the digital divide is just about gone. But I will tell you that in Rochester City School District, about 75% of the students are eligible for free lunches or reduced lunches, which puts them in the low-income class. And of those, the district estimates that about 75% do not have working internet-connected computers in the home. So that means that there are between 30 and 32,000 kids in the district. That means between 22,000 and 24,000 of our students, who, as we know, aren't doing very well, don't have access to computers in the home.
Now, is there a correlation between students who have a computer in the home versus those who don't in the graduation rate, the percent that graduate?
Yeah, there is. Right now, they're measuring it from when kids are teenagers, and those who have computers in the home are 6 to 8 percentage points more likely to graduate than those who don't have computers in the home.
Okay, so it's very critical to academic success for families to have, for at least students to have access to the internet.
It is, and I believe that those numbers go up the earlier the children have the computers in the home.
Okay. Now, it seems critical for the students to have it, but also what about the family itself, the caregivers? How can having computer and internet access help the family in general?
It helps the family help the student. What we like to do when we put a computer and internet access in the home is not just to say that we've put hardware there, but that we've improved the home learning environment, that the families become involved, that the parents are learning, that they're understanding what their children are doing, even learning what their children are doing, learning a little bit about computers themselves if they don't know. And they also then have those that same access to consumer information, voting information, medical information, job information that they too wouldn't have without trekking to the library.
Okay.
So it really is important to the whole family, but it also becomes, most importantly, something that parents and children do together. They do the child's education together when they're all doing it in the living room.
So kind of it opens up like the whole world to the family, basically.
It really does.
And also it improves the relationship in the family between the parents and the children working together.
Yep. Yes.
Now, also, parents, could they connect with something I've heard of, a Parent Connect? Could they use their computer to do that, and what would Parent Connect help them with?
They can. Parent Connect isn't brand new, but it's a system that the city school district has for high school children primarily. I don't believe it starts in middle school yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it allows the parent to log on, find out what his child's assignments are, whether they've been turned in, how they've been graded, whether the child is in class at that moment in time, what the assignments are for the next day, what the teacher comments are. It allows the parent to write directly to the teacher. So the parent really can keep an eye on the student in real time, and that allows for the days to be gone when the student comes home and says, "No, I didn't get any homework today." In fact, there's one of my coworkers at ABC has a son, and it really made a difference in his education when she was able to log on and get the real story.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really going to take away a lot from the students. They had to do their homework now.
Right. Right.
Now, how does Micrecycle seek to close the digital divide?
Micrecycle at this point focuses primarily on the hardware. We accept donations of usable computers, and that means not real old, not completely dead. And we have volunteers who are interested in computers who check out every component and make sure that they're all working. We replace or repair any that aren't. Excuse me. We load a new operating system. We're a Microsoft registered refurbisher, which means that we follow Microsoft's rules for how we refurbish the hardware and what we do with the software. So we're allowed to put a legal new Windows license on. We're also allowed to put a legal new license for Microsoft Office on the computer. So what they end up with from us is a solid, well-tested, pretty advanced computer that's been checked and checked twice. And we also provide a 30-day warranty and really lifetime service.
All right.
A computer doesn't last for life, but the customer does. So,
yes.
Right.
Oh, that's wonderful.
The big piece that's missing there, of course, is the internet access. And for as long as Micrecycle has tried, we haven't had great success in getting the local companies to help to provide affordable internet access.
Well, thank you for sharing so far. We're going to close this segment, and when we come back, we're going to learn more about what Micrecycle does and how you can purchase a low-cost computer. Be back in a moment.